I was never really worried about being in an accident before this. Now I do get a little apprehensive at times when cars are around or speeds are higher, things of that sort, that an accident could occur. You just never know what other people are going to do or what could happen. I was driving and got hit from behind in the local area on a Saturday afternoon by a drunk driver. My car did a 180 over a median and the other car flipped 4 times, and that driver came out of the sunroof, and my daughter and I were in the car teetering between a median on both sides of the road. It was very scary. When I got into the accident, I immediately called family. We just got done leaving my daughter's grandparents, and they actually have used Keith before, and they called him up immediately while I was in transit to the hospital. The main thing that was shared was just make sure that you follow through on all the recommendations and take care of yourself, and that it was not a good idea to close until you felt like you were to a point where you felt as healthy as you could be. So I took that very seriously, and that's why I ended up having to go to multiple doctors and get opinions and that kind of thing to make sure that everything was good. For my daughter, she was afraid of red cars, always wanted to talk about the accident. She would talk about, this red car hit us, and then scared of other cars, or if there was an accident or sirens, that would get her upset. And she would, cry. I'd have to reassure her when we're driving past another accident, that kind of thing. It was a lot for her at such a young age to have to go through. But we went to trial for my daughter, and we did not go to trial for myself. It was a little nerve-wracking, but at the same time, it was like she deserves everything as well in regards to the impact that it had on her, especially with the trauma. So I really wanted to be her advocate and make sure that I spoke on her behalf, because they did consider her coming in, and I did not want to put a 5-year-old on the stand, 2 years after an accident to speak on that stuff. Keith was awesome. I'm very calm, but when they wanted to go toe-to-toe on the rights and wrongs, he did an amazing job in being an advocate for our family. It turned out great. We did have to go back and forth quite a bit, but I think it was for the benefit of all of us in the end, so I'm happy with how it all settled out. Working with Keith has been really easy. He's always available. I can reach out and ask questions. This is my first real accident that I've had to have a lawyer for, so I've had a lot of questions, and he's been very forthcoming with helping me get through each of the steps of this process. He's been very drawn out, but at the same rate, he's been very supportive and explains everything every step of the way.